One of the more interesting things that Hyperfront has that Valorant doesn't is a working replay system. Yeah.
Are you serious, Riot Games? A cheap mobile copy has a replay system before Valorant? Oh, hell nah. Hello YouTube! Today we are going back and looking at Valorant's cheap mobile ripoff. Some say that this game is better than Valorant because it has female Omen and very cool characters. Definitely not bait characters, but today we're looking at it 1 year later because apparently it's got shut down already. We're reacting to a video by You're Not Justin. Shout out to my boy Justin for allowing me to do this. If you guys want to see this stuff live, come on over to twitch.tv/eggwick. If you do enjoy the content, please consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. Also, all Justin stuff down below. Let's go!
In the summer of 2021, Netease released the beta for their mobile game Project M.
Yes, Project M. Do you see this bait, chat? Look at this. Look at all these characters, especially female Sova.
This was just 1 year after Riot released Valorant, the next big thing in all of FPS games. And immediately following this, Project M was hit with all kinds of criticism for being a direct copy.
Well, I mean, literally, Valorant's name is Project A. Couldn't they be a bit more original and just scrap the project? Technically, it released as Hyperfront, right? When you title your game Project M and it looks exactly like Valorant, who was Project A, people are obviously gonna draw comparisons,
being a direct copy of Valorant. But we'll get into that. Controversies and pending future lawsuits aside.
No, most games are called Project. Oh, really? Wait, nah, I'm just stupid then.
On July 18th, 2022, Project M would officially release to the name Hyperfront.
Also, wait! When I think about Project M, I think about Melee. Well, not Melee, but that modded Melee Brawl game crossover, which was really cool because I love Smash Bros, you know.
And while Netease really wanted to hit the ground running, trying to capitalize off of the success of Valorant, the end of the story is not quite so happy.
Wait! Okay, we're gonna read this a bit. Dear Glorious Astrals, I'm sorry, but that is a really lame name. I don't know. What the hell are Glorious Astrals? That's basically Glorious Astrals. With a heavy heart, we inform you that we will be shutting down Hyperfront. You are still able to enjoy and access existing game content, rules and regulations. We sincerely apologize to all players of Hyperfront. As Thunder says, new hope will blossom when all seems lost. I don't think there's hope anymore. May the light of star energy continue to illuminate our path. Okay, I'm sorry, but this kind of reads like a cheap mobile. I mean, it is a cheap mobile game copy. But who the hell is Thunder? Surely they could have thought of a more interesting name than Thunder, right? Thunder equals Sova? Well, no. Okay, whatever.
I'm Justin from the hit YouTube channel You're Not Justin, and this is Hyperfront 1 year later. Before we showcase the direct comparisons and copying that Netease did from Riot, we have to go into their past and delve deep into their previous experiences.
It's a sun chat.
What games did Netease get big off of, you may ask? Well, here's a list of just a few of them. In 2017, Netease made Rules of Survival, which is a...
Wait, so this company actually just does a lot of ripoffs of games and ports them into mobile? Is that what they do? So these guys are probably the developers of Mobile Legends too, right? I'm kidding. I know Mobile Legends has a big controversy with League of Legends, and I remember when Mobile Legends released, I was like, this looks surprisingly like League of Legends, no?
PUBG ripoff, which they did get sued for, and the servers for that game just shut down.
In
2018, Netease saw that Fortnite was really big.
To a non-Fortnite player, this kind of looks like Fortnite a bit, no? Let's say if I turn down all the graphics, I feel like this could kind of pass as Fortnite on browser. Even the weapons kind of remind me of Fortnite.
So they made their game Creative Destruction, and while they weren't sued for it, they ultimately had to shut down the servers for that game because nobody was playing it anymore.
Wait, what? That's kind of just sad. Like, they made a Fortnite copy to put on mobile. Fortnite also has their own mobile thing, but this time they didn't get taken down by a lawsuit. They got taken down by lack of players. No.
Also in 2018, Netease released a game called Operation Windcloud, which was supposed to be...
Okay, this is too bad. No, this is way too much. Dude, come on. We already have Genshin I'm kidding. Sorry, Genshin people. But yeah, you know what? Genshin came out and everyone was like, oh yeah, Genshin Impact. Just a cheap clone of Breath of the Wild. But Genshin has a lot of different elements that kind of separates it. It's just the art style and the general look of it that looks very Breath of the Wild.
Be a copy of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, if you can actually believe it. And even just briefly explaining some of these games that Netease has released over the years, it's very obvious to tell.
Is that the spike? Wait, that is so cool. Wait, why is it Valorant spike like that? That looks like some alien-looking object thing. Imagine if the spike has skins, man. We could have had spike skins in Valorant. Riot Games, write this down. This is more money for you. Imagine if you plant the spike, and because you planted the spike, it has a certain skin on it. Then everyone will want to carry the spike just to plant it. No? We've solved the problem of people not wanting to carry the spike and fighting over who carries it. Money!
That Netease just copies and copies and copies, and that is their revenue machine. And that's exactly what Hyperfront was. And now that you understand the Netease formula, we can finally start looking at Hyperfront versus Valorant and how and why deservedly so Netease got sued and ultimately had Hyperfront die just
May the light of star energy continue to illuminate our path, gamers.
1 year after its launch. Netease specializes in making quick, copycat mobile versions of games that exist that are very popular.
That's a
and
vandal.
unfortunately, Valorant fell victim to this. From the very get-go, at the start of Project M, it had
Sage here kind of looks interesting, but we don't, whatever, let's move.
absolutely blatant copies of Reyna and Sage, which I talked about in my very first video about this. And I want you to keep in mind, this is only the beta.
Holy shit, it's Haven! It's Split, maybe. The background kind of looks like Split background, but this reminds me of Haven so much.
That we're talking about right now. So I had to travel to the dark side and play Hyperfront for myself to see exactly how much of a copy it was. And to maybe even learn some things about what Hyperfront is doing.
I wonder how long
uniquely.
he'll take in
And
queue.
these are the things that I found out.
Oh no, we don't see it. Oh sure! Wait, what is that? Wait, why doesn't Valorant have that? This is the tutorial in Hyperfront? Meanwhile, we have Brimstone talking into my ear, whispering things to me? This is so much better. Valorant needs the text, you know, and the AI assistant that helps you. Smart assistant Mia, I'll be guiding you through the rest of your training. Okay then.
I'm your smart assistant, Mia. I'll be guiding you through the rest
All
of
right.
your training until you
Are you complaining about Daddy Brim? Yes, I am.
After you finish the tutorials on Hyperfront, you unlock the character that you play
Sure.
in the tutorial, which is the Sova clone, Faith Arrow. And
Wait,
immediately
her
we'll be
name is Faith. Okay, wait. I'm sorry if I'm shitting on the names too hard. Why would you name your character Faith? Faith Arrow. It could have just been Faith or Arrow. You know, just choose one.
with the first copycat ability of the full game, and that is the Scout Arrow, which is just Sova's recon arrow, as you can see on the screen here. Alongside the Scout Arrow, there's the Damage Arrow, which is a Molotov arrow, which is just essentially Sova.
That's actually kind of cool. If another game made like a character like Sova and changed the shock dart into a Molly arrow, that's actually pretty cool. I'll give them props. I kind of like that.
The shock dart, but with an added twist of it also being a literal Molotov. And of course, we have Faith Arrow's ultimate ability, which, what could it possibly be?
I am the hunter! No, I am.
Earlier,
I'm surprised she doesn't have a voice line saying, I am the something. I expected more Netease. No voice line?
Earlier,
SMH.
you'll recall that I showed off a Reyna and a Sage clone, and you may be wondering, well, what about them? Are they even in the game still? Our friendly Sage clone, Elixir, was repurposed into a character called Cure Light. As for the Reyna...
Cure Light? What are they curing with light? Food? Okay, so we have Faith Arrow, Cure Light, and then this guy's name is just Blast.
As for the Reyna clone, it got to stay in the game.
Blood Raider! His name is literally Blood Raider. Oh, he looks like a Blood Raider.
But with a few additional changes. Let's take a look.
Humans seek power.
Okay, he's basically Reyna, but male. Oh, wait, he has a Yoru Flash, though. Wait, no, wait. Wait, and he's self-heal. Oh, wait, that's KO ult. Wait, they just mixed and matched.
When Netease shut down the servers for Hyperfront, they also scrubbed any and everything from the internet about...
Okay, the last time I made a vid, I just put Blink, this character here, in the thumbnail, and it went crazy. If ever that's the thumbnail for this one, I just want you to know. It's your fault, chat.
Out Hyperfront, including all of their social medias. Both the Reyna and Sage clones were in the beta for Hyperfront, and at the very beginning, egregiously copied both of those characters. Mind you, this was before the lawsuit happened, so I would guess that they had to go through and really cover their tracks knowing that a lawsuit was coming. Especially with a character like Elixir that looks exactly like Sage. And it doesn't just end there. Elixir and Blood Raider weren't the only ripoffs that Netease had in mind. They have Nemesis, which is supposed to be Omen. And with a sad attempt to make it look different, they also gave him some of Yoru's abilities. Wait,
they gave Omen a Yoru clone? No, this is crazy. I like Hyperfront now. This is my new game. Omen would be so sick with a clone, actually. That would take the whole deception and darkness thing to a whole new level, which is cool. The clone actually looks like Omen too, though.
For the most part, though, it's just Omen. There's a character called Valkyrie, which is just Killjoy, that has a deployable turret, and something interesting that they included with this, something slightly unique, is a shield that this character can deploy as well. And in another sad attempt to mask the copying, they gave this character Brimstone.
Wait, that's a Killjoy ult, but it's combined with a Brimstone ult, and if you're in the radius, you just instantly die? No way they thought this was balanced, right? Wait, what the hell is that?
Brimstone's ultimate. Believe me when I say that every single character from Hyperfront, which ironically enough uses the same Unreal Engine that Valorant uses, is just a mix and match of everything from Valorant.
Ooh, we're getting the skins now. Ooh, wait, that's kind of drippy, no?
Hyperfront wouldn't be a mobile game without microtransactions. And since it's supposed to be a clone of Valorant, I was curious what skins and buddies that they had on the game. And while the buddies weren't too crazy, the skins were actually a little bit surprising.
Manga? Oh no, I've seen where this is going. Oh. Okay, I take it back. Oh, what the hell, dude? Oh, they're just taking advantage of this weeb population now. Look, they have an anime green screen skin. This one sells so much on Valorant, not gonna lie. Hyperfront actually knows their target audience. If Valorant had like a anime weeb skin, I swear to God, all the E-daters, well, maybe not the E-daters. Actually, probably the E-daters. They'd probably buy it. If you have it with matching sets, you know, like a Phantom and a Vandal that match, I swear to God, you know those people on Discord that match their profile photos? That's that, but in Valorant. Riot Games, write shit down.
Okay, I can't. I'm commentating for this right now, but like, even now, it's still so...
Okay, she sighs.
Today is a good day.
She talks to you.
Stop it.
For taking a
Wait,
break.
what?
The skins on Valorant are some of the best skins in all of gaming. And when I looked at the skins for Hyperfront, I was pleasantly surprised with some of the things that I saw. However, as well, I was a bit disappointed and not so shocked at all with some of the sleaziness and cheesiness of the skins in their game.
Okay. Oh, this one has a heart. Is this a Valentine's Day skin set or something? Okay, you can't tell me that this doesn't look like Zelda a bit now. Isn't this Link and Zelda? This literally looks like Breath of the Wild art. I swear. Maybe I'm just coping, but...
I don't want to compliment this game too much, but it is really cool that they have intro animations for the skins when you go to preview them. And while some skins are supposed
we're
to
going
appeal
back
to the
to
lowest
this one
common
for sure.
denominator, there were also some real gems in this game, but all it really did was reinforce the fact that it reminded me of Valorant. And with the few good things we just talked about, there is a few bad things as well with the skins on this game.
Not gonna lie, the skin looks kinda cool, but it also looks like it's pay to lose. Like, those things coming out of the side look like they're gonna block your vision or something. But this reminds me of Araxis a bit.
This entire video is about plagiarism, and for the most part, a lot of the skins on this game don't copy too much from Valorant. However, there is a few exceptions. Out of all the skins...
Okay, they had to copy the worst skins of Valorant. Or if you were gonna copy something, might as well copy like Prime or Reaver. But you copy of all the skins, you copy the green screen skins, the ones that people don't actually like.
In Valorant that they could copy, they copied the Depths collection from the Battle Pass a really long time ago. And for some reason, they also copied and pasted essentially what is the Crimson Beast collection.
Wait, no, that's not the Crimson Beast. That's basically the skin in CS, right? Yeah, the Howl, right? Is that it? This looks more like the Howl.
They also copied and pasted essentially what is the Crimson Beast collection from Valorant here on Hyperfront. Ever so slightly different. It's just more of the same old from Hyperfront and Netease. They have their version of the Elder Flame stuff with the Elder Flame dagger here called Dark Monarch. They have a hybrid of Cryostasis and Mage Punk with a hammer called the Mechanism
Okay, that kind of looks like the Cryostasis one without the ice.
Doomsday. They tried making their own glitch pop butterfly knife. And besides all that stuff, there's just a bunch of crap in the game.
Okay.
You could definitely see by looking at all this stuff that there was some semblance of creativity that went into all of this, but for the most part, it is just recycled Valorant stuff that we've already seen that's trying to be sold to other people.
I mean, it's not too much on Valorant.
On Hyperfront, I played 6 games and got 73 kills with 6 match MVPs. I won 100% of my games and only died a small handful of times. And truthfully, the existence of Hyperfront only served to slight Valorant at every single turn. Whether it's making similar skins in your game or having nearly identical gameplay, Netease spared absolutely no expense in trying to be the first one to do things before Valorant did it, as well as copying everything that they already did do. We talked about all the obvious copying, and we talked about a little bit of the cool things that they did with this game, but one of the more interesting things that Hyperfront has that Valorant doesn't is a working replay system. Yeah.
Are you serious, Riot Games? A cheap mobile copy has a replay system before Valorant? Oh, hell nah.
That's exactly right. Hyperfront has replays and Valorant doesn't. At the end of the game, there is post-match replays of all of the best plays from the entire game, not just one, showcasing any best play from the match.
Wait, they have Overwatch.
After the game is over, you can go through and literally look at a replay of the entire game. What? This is very bare bones, and again, I am not trying to give them too much props for this.
Dude,
but
I'd
the
be
fact
happy
that this
with that.
game,
What
this
the hell?
mobile game, has a replay mode and Valorant doesn't is sort of insane. And honestly leads me to believe that it's not bad enough that this game was able to come out on mobile before Valorant could, but they even added in replay, again, just to be first to it before Valorant could have the glory of doing that themselves. And on April 10th, 2023...
Oh no, it's here again.
Hyperfront shut down after less than a year of officially being out. After a lawsuit that only started in December of 2022 alleging that Netease substantially copied parts of Valorant. And while the lawsuit is still ongoing at the time of this video, I wouldn't bet on Hyperfront ever coming back. Through and through, the existence of Hyperfront was purely to spite Valorant and Riot. While the corporation that owns Riot, Tencent, has found lots of success in the—
Jesus Christ, Tencent is actually so big. Dude, it's 32 billion? God damn. That's twice the size of God damn.
In the gaming world, Netease will always lag behind them. You could have all the money in the world to create somebody else's product. You could even put in features into your game like a replay feature before Valorant does it, all while hosting said ripoff on mobile platforms before the game that you're ripping off can do it. At the end of the day, all products like this will always only be cheap imitations at best.
You know what's crazy, chat, is that I think mobile games earn more than games on like PC, Xbox, and all that stuff. Because the microtransactions there are just so easy. I think you link it to your Google Pay or your PayPal or something, and just with one press of a button, you just instantly buy whatever you need. Like those old boomers who play Candy Crush or something, and I know they buy a lot of those tokens or whatever so that they can just play more. Which is insane to me.
If you made it this far into the video, I would really appreciate it if you left a like on this one because I spent a lot of time researching for this. And if I learned anything from this video, it's that you can be really creative and make a really good product that people really enjoy. And no matter how good it is or how hard you worked on it, there will always be somebody else out there with more money than you who will pay others to recreate your product for you. Leave a comment down below. As always, I'm Justin and you're not. Like the video if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and
go subscribe to You're Not Justin.
Do not miss a single banger from me ever. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.
That's good stuff. Go check out Justin. Wait, is there something else here? Ooh, god damn. I actually kind of want to try it, but it's already gone. Hyperfront would have been an interesting game to play. Or maybe like Valorant and Minecraft, or Valorant and Roblox. It's actually crazy how good these ripoffs look nowadays. I remember when they all look like the cheapest you've ever seen, but now they look like an AAA game ported to mobile. Real. Combination of Valorant and COD Mobile. Ah, I've never played COD Mobile, but I don't really play mobile games at all. But yeah, it is what it is.